these two townships, they came to Freshwater Commission and recommended that we not consider proposals and had a number of meetings with all sorts of they could let us not subside. We recognize pretty much how the proposal.
No, absolutely not. This is public lands. It belongs to the people, and I'll put it to you like this. The Withlacoochee property they're wanting to trade for is a fine piece of property. But if you give away one endangered land for another, it's like taking $1 and putting it from one pocket into the other. The state doesn't gain anything, only the sugar companies.
We feel like those Withlacoochee lands are lands that can be enjoyed by everyone in the state. They're gorgeous, pristine lands. This land in the Everglades, really, that has been questioned highly by some, is really pretty inaccessible unless you have the proper vehicle, the device to. We just don't go out there and picnic, you and I and our families.
The proposed land swap decision is supposed to be made this fall, and if it goes through, more agricultural production will result, but it also will signal an end to the last bit of Everglades in its wild and natural state in Palm Beach County.
Sugarcane is the sweetheart of Florida agriculture, second only to citrus. We're the largest mainland producer of sugarcane, and in a good year, that means millions of dollars in state revenues and payrolls. But this year, there are problems.
Only a very small percentage of the ice germinate.
The sugarcane farmer, unlike the sugar beet farmer, is pretty well committed to sugarcane on the long term. You plant your cane and you harvest several crops from it. Here in the Everglades, we really don't have alternative crops. True, there are vegetables being grown on Everglades soils, but they're pretty well saturated now, and if we did not have sugarcane as a crop, I really don't know what we'd do with this land, except maybe turn it into pasture, and that's not a real money-making proposition.
What's that doing to domestic growers?
Well, the domestic grower now is getting less for his sugar than his actual cost of producing the sugar, and of course he cannot continue indefinitely at that level. When you're producing sugar at 4 to 8 cents under cost, that cent and a quarter isn't going to do the whole job. Now he does have additional powers. He could impose quotas, which could make a more drastic impact on the price of sugar, and he's being urged to do that. The best remedy and the long-term remedy would be for the U.S. to again enact some type of sugar stabilization program, maybe similar to the old Sugar Act, not identical to it, keeping some of the better features and maybe incorporating some changes to cope with the changing times.
on